There is a massive effort that has been underway for quite some time to deny that NATO expansion played any role in Putin's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, despite the fact that people like Jack Matlock, George Kennan, John Mearsheimer, Stephen F. Cohen, countless others warned that NATO expansion would trigger such a reaction from Russia. Instead, corporate media insist on a narrative that's pretty much verbatim what's written on NATO's website, that NATO expansion was never an issue, that there were never assurances offered to Russia against it, and that the real cause of the war is because Putin is a madman. So, Scott, how big of a red line was NATO expansion, not just for Putin, but for all of Russia's national security elite going back many decades?
Well, in the words of our current CIA director, is the brightest of red lines. That's what he warned Condoleezza Rice in 2008 when he was the ambassador to Moscow, and said that we should not be giving this half of a membership action plan a promise to begin to bring Ukraine into NATO, that this is the issue that absolutely drives the Russian foreign policy establishment. And he reiterated in, first of all, he wrote a memo called Niet Means Niet, which anyone can read at WikiLeaks in February of '08. But he followed it up with an email that he quotes in his memoir, where he talks about this is the most neuralgic issue for the Russians. It just drives them absolutely crazy. And he says, from the most enlightened liberals to the most backwards barbarian knuckle draggers in the darkest recesses of the Kremlin, they are all agreed that this is the absolute worst thing that you could do.